Good evening and welcome to Ascendo Traders at AscendoTraders.com. This is our trade plan for Tuesday, March 4th. And let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to review our open positions, and normally we have our weekend wrap-up reports. So we would have our stocks from last night to look at today, but as you can tell, you probably hear my voice, and I'm going to apologize now for sniffling throughout this podcast. But so we don't have our positions from yesterday. I know what my positions are, but we're not going to go over those since I didn't go over those as a group. So we're going to go ahead and then scan, look at our watch list, set our stops, check news, and tomorrow we basically have auto and truck sales. So that's not a lot of market movement potential there. Earnings, we have no big companies reporting tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the indexes, scan for some new trades, and set our alerts, and we're going to go and have a live. So let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so let's start off by looking at the indexes, and we'll start off with the NASDAQ. And the thing about today is, Friday we had the down move. Here comes recession again. The European markets sold off over the weekend, and we had all motives to keep going down lower, but we rallied into the close today. So we have some hangmans, and you can see we were all the way down, but we rallied into the close. And the Nasdaq's not as strong as the Dow and the SPX, but it is important to say that we did rally into the close. What does that mean? Well, we'll find out tomorrow. As we said, tomorrow there is no real news, so the market can really determine what it wants to do. It's not going to be influenced. Maybe some of the shorts will start covering, and we might get a mini bounce here. Certainly looks like we're going to get a bounce, but we'll see. Dow Jones, kind of the same thing. Push down, but then rally into close to make a nice hanging man candle here. It also could be a falling three pattern. You just never know. And then here's the S&P 500, and this one rallied so much that it actually closed on the positive side. So, in looking at the SPX, the S&P 500, you can see that this 1320, this seems to be where the buyers are coming in. Look at these wicks. Buyers came in. Buyers came in. Buyers came in. Buyers are coming in. So this 1320 range seems to be where buyers are saying, okay, I'm in. So, again, I do think it looks like we're heading up tomorrow, but, we never know until the market opens. So the rally into the close is pretty good. The buyers coming in 1320 is pretty good. So it does look like we're heading up tomorrow, but we'll see. As far as our stocks, we've got a gold stock here, and you can see that it's come up here to resistance here at $54. And if I switch over to let's say the monthly, you can kind of see that we're basically at an all-time high range here. So go ahead and let's put an alert at 54 to see if we can break into blue skies, into all new high. You can also see we have a rising three pattern here. So again, let's put our alert here at $54 to catch the next move higher. Bear Stearns, we talked about on Friday about Goldman Sachs falling off the cliff. And now it looks like Bear Stearns is also ready to fall off that cliff that they build a floor here, and now it's come down. Some of the other broker stocks have already pushed down really big. So this is why Bear Stearns is better than Goldman Sachs and say Lehman's, because it although it's fallen down, it's fallen down $12 here, but it's not as big candles as we've seen the other ones. So it looks like we're heading down here to 70. So put an alert at today's low and see if we can get a push down into these $70, $71 range. CHK, we had this beautiful uptrend. Now we've got some resistance here around $46.50. So put in an alert here. You can be a little bit more aggressive at today's high. There's not really a big difference between for me from 46.30 and 46.70. So just go ahead and round it off and put your alert at 46.50 to see if we can catch the next move, push higher. FCX, basic materials, agriculture stocks, energy stocks are stocks that are holding well through this market turmoil. And even though we did have a big push down Friday, that's really the first day. We've really still have held on to our uptrend. The 10 still holding as support. So I would go with an aggressive entry at 105. Put an alert at 105 and let's see what happens there. IBM. IBM had this strong push up here. Now it's coming and it's holding the 5. So we can definitely put an alert at today's high, probably this wick over here around 115, and see if we can catch another push back up into this 170 range. So put an alert at 115 for IBM. MOS, you just know this is one of the stocks we love, and here we are, still kind of holding on. I will go with an aggressive entry at today's high. Again, thinking that the market is going to be up today. This is purely speculative. An aggressive entry would be at today's high, a little bit more safe, probably around 115, but 113 is an aggressive entry for tomorrow. MTL, another stock that we love, and now we've got sort of a modified rising 3 pattern. If I take this one also, and I believe we're in blue skies in this one if we go higher. Yep, so we're in blue skies on this one. So let's put this alert at these wicks here. Looks like right about 140.50 to catch the next move higher. USO, oil's kind of all over the place, but we are over $100, $102. So we got a modified rising 3 pattern. So let's go ahead and put an alert right around $82 to catch the next move higher. And XTO, another rising 3 pattern here. I go ahead and put an alert right around 63.50 to catch the next move higher on this stock. Good evening and welcome to Ascendo Traders at AscendoTraders.com. This is our trade plan for Tuesday, March 4th. And let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to review our open positions, and normally we have our weekend wrap-up reports. So we would have our stocks from last night to look at today, but as you can tell, you probably hear my voice, and I'm going to apologize now for sniffling throughout this podcast. But so we don't have our positions from yesterday. I know what my positions are, but we're not going to go over those since I didn't go over those as a group. So we're going to go ahead and then scan, look at our watch list, set our stops, check news, and tomorrow we basically have auto and truck sales. So that's not a lot of market movement potential there. Earnings, we have no big companies reporting tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the indexes, scan for some new trades, and set our alerts, and we're going to go and have a live. So let's go ahead and begin.